All right, looks like we're live. Hi, it's Michelle McCosh, and we are live at 5. Now let's see if I can find us on YouTube. Okay, this worked yesterday. I clicked on my face. Let me try this again. Nope, let's hope it comes up in a minute. Well, let's see. Hi, Kathy. Hey, Selena. Hi, Doris. Hi, Jan. Are you getting notices now from Facebook or from YouTube? Yeah. I just don't know why I have a problem. Let's go back to view channel. Go to live. Okay, now I can see it's starting to come up. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Nope, I can see my arm though. Okay, well, I'll see. I'll try again in a minute. Facebook. Okay, so Doris, did you change a setting or something? Because it may just have needed that. Hey, Teresa. So I have a class tonight for those of you that bought the bundle from David's last collection, I think. So I have to be snappy on today's. Oh well, I can see my arm and nothing's happening, so we'll just leave it. Maybe Selena, if you can see it on live on YouTube, you could tell me the comments if anybody's watching besides you. Okay, so my supplies for Saturday's class are actually lost, or not lost. They're stuck in customs in Tennessee, but they've been there for 3 days. So that's going to be fun. I thought maybe today we would try one of these AALL and Create Memorydex dies, and I've opened one, and let's try it. So I think I'll make a background, and then I'll cut the layer, and then put it on black cardstock, I think. That might be kind of fun. So probably shouldn't open it until I'm ready. But, you know, I like to live dangerously. So these are all the little pieces. Let me grab my little magnetic stand. These are all the little pieces, like the little bolts and things you can use, which I think are a lot of fun. So I'm just going to put these on my magnetic stand so I don't lose them. But I can find them. And then I'll put these as well. So I've got the actual die itself, the layer, and then a frame for this one. This one is called Star Bolted Sentiments. And by the way, there's another delivery coming from them, which will be interesting. So let's make sure I've got, so it's a new product. It just wasn't in the same package. I'm just going to cut this so I know what kind of size I'm dealing with. This is a piece of watercolor paper. And let's start playing with this. So let's, I have oxides out. Let's try these two. Let's find, I've got spiced marmalade. So let's just add a little bit of ink. I'm not going to be too heavy-handed with it. Lacey. And then this one's worn lipstick, so let's add some of this. This is a lighter pink. If you don't want to leave fingerprints while you're doing this, you can use another piece of paper to hold it down. Let's start with that. I'm going to spritz some water on it just to give it a aged and vintage look. I'm going to wait a second, see what happens. Hey Lisa. Scrap Girl said that should be Michelle. So hi Michelle, and then hi Nima. I think you're watching from the other room. So you can see the oxidization starting. Let's see if I can reload. Nope. I'm going to dry it. And let's see, what color do I want down here? Maybe I'll do like, let's see if I've got like the teal. Got cracked pistachio, so let's try that. Let's add some water to that, get that going. And then I'm going to come in, no, actually I will add a few more drops to the spice marmalade. And let's let that do that thing. I'm going to come over with another layer of ink. And let's make this background more interesting. I did pull one Alison Bomber stamp set. This is, EAB 38. So let's grab the sentiment. This one says nature, it's just not finished being cut. This is the sentiment, and then it says meditation. So let me just finish the trim work on that. And I'll just use these three together. Let me grab a stamp block. And I'll just take the same spice marmalade that I had. I'm not inking the whole thing, just a little bit of it. Just adding some words. Hey David, how are you? It's been a while. I figured you've been tired. All right, I'm just gonna wipe that off. Where's my rag? Here it is. So David, I have a resting class tonight for the people that bought your last collection. So I'm going to add some cracked pistachio, just going to pop it down here a little bit. And again, not looking for perfection, just looking for a little bit of interest on the background. So you can see that putting the light color on the light color. We'll dry it. Oh, good. When do your clocks go back, David? Ours go back, I think, in March. Okay, so let's see what else I've got. I have, in this stamp set, this and this one. Let's get flour in here. Maybe, let me go with more of the same color to start. Just again to add that little bit of texture. I'm going to dry it. I think I'm going to use that. So let's see. Do I want... Yeah, I'm going to grab a metallic ink. I think I might use that one. Let's see what else I've got. That one might be interesting to go back with that flower, but let's do the milk chocolate roses on here first. Let's see what that looks like. And then let's come in with the fruit salad. Now, like I said, all of these will be in stock, looks like next week now. Just want to add a little bit so you can see this color a little better. Okay, let's dry it. So now this one die has this, so let's cut this out. I'm going to cut this with the layer die, which was this one. So let me cut this on the machine and I'll cut a layer out of black on this one and I will be right back. All right, let's see what we got. So we have the square from the inside. This frame doesn't cut on the outside, so I will actually use my paper trimmer with that. But I have my layer. And, yep, let's use my paper trimmer. that moved in my favorite trimmer because I wasn't holding the bar down. So we're going to have to disguise that wonky part. Easy enough to do. Let's use let's use this one. Let's put it in there properly. Here, let's turn it around so we can see. And then we'll disguise that one wonky part. And I wonder who's calling. Okay, I'm going to disguise that. So I think if I put the frame, then that covers too much of that, so maybe I won't use that frame. Maybe I'll just use part of the frame. We can just build it up here, right? Let's think, what do I want on there? Let's see what I've got in my little box of leftover bits and pieces. I could do a dimensional flower because this is a Memorydex, but maybe I don't want to. Let's see. Let's grab something you guys can see as well. Maybe I'll put a butterfly on it. Let's get some book paper. Let's make it much more interesting. Build up a layer like that. That's pretty easy. Then we can find a sentiment. Let's see, what do we have on here? This one said, let's put some stuff away, sorry. This one said meditation. We could use that. Let's get my black ink. I love when I have no idea what I'm going to do. Oh, I could have won the Publishers Clearinghouse. Darn it. Should have answered the phone. So today I had a conversation with the code compliance people. They're going to go and check my mother's house tomorrow. See if I can get rid of that off my back. Spoke to the state FEMA people. It's been a day of phone calls. Missed a Zoom I was supposed to be on with golden paints. Meditation. And let's find a ink the edges. I feel like I need a label or a little something. Let's see what I've got. I have leaves and all kinds of things I've used before. Let's poke some stuff in and just see. Maybe something like that. How about a circle one? What have I got? I've got oval, but I like something with well, it's a bit plain. I need something with a bit more color. Maybe something like that. What do you guys think? Anybody like it? I think I might take that away. Still can't see YouTube. I kind of like it. I'm going to trim that down and let's start gluing. Okay, so let's glue this down. So the weather did cooperate the last couple days, so I should have a new glue shipment coming tomorrow. Yep, I had this piece. We'll tuck that under before the glue dries. Now this, let's ink the edge of this though. Let's add the butterfly. Yeah, maybe, Doris, that's a good idea. Pull that here. Maybe I'll put meditation up here. Yeah, I'm going to go right there. I'm going to run it through the die again, just so that I get that shape at the top. See how I didn't trim it properly? I'm going to run that through, and then I'm going to mat that on black. So what I'm going to do is, let me ink the edge of this too. I will cut that other piece, glue it down and take a picture and pop it on. And some of you I will see in tonight's class at 6 o'clock. But I'll be back tomorrow. We have a couple of boxes that are hopefully arriving tomorrow, so I'll have some new stuff for you. And I have more of those tiny little daubers coming, so I can get one of them. But there you go. That's just a very, very quick Memorydex card. And actually we'll decorate the box as well next week, I think. All right, guys, thanks for watching me. And I will, like I said, I'll put a picture up in a second, and I'll see you tomorrow live at 5. Have a good night. Bye.